Welcome to SS85 Philippine Indigenous Communities. In this video, we will discuss about the different indigenous cultural communities and indigenous peoples of Davao City. At the end of the lesson, you will be able to identify the 11 different ethno-linguistic groups found in Davao City. Do you know that Davao City is the largest city located on the island of Mindanao in the Philippines? It is also one of the Philippines' most progressive cities. It is also one of several cities in the Philippines that are independent of any province. The city serves as the regional center for Davao Region or Region 11. It is the premier city and hub of Mindanao. In fact, it serves as the crown jewel of Mindanao in terms of economic activity. It is the most important economy in the island and the third most important urban center in the Philippines. We are specifically tackling the ICC's IPs of Davao City because it is where our school is located and where majority of us are living. Thus, it is best to recognize the people who were considered as the original settlers of the city and at the same time to know an important aspect of the history of Davao City. Sharing to you a brief history of Davao, local historians of Davao claim that the word Davao came from the phonetic blending of the word of the three Bagobo subgroups when referring to Davao River, which is an essential waterway which empties itself into Davao Gulf near the city. The Aboriginal Obos who inhabit the hinterlands of the region called the river Davao, while the Klata or Giangan called it Davao and the Tagabawa Bagobos Dabo. To the Obos, the word Davao also means a place beyond the high grounds, alluding to the settlements located at the mouth of Davao River, which were surrounded by high rolling hills. When asked where they were going, the usual reply is Davao, while pointing towards the direction of the town. Davao, or pronounced as Davao, also refers to a trading settlement where they bartered their forest goods in exchange for salt or other commodities. Davao City is home to 11 ethno-linguistic groups, reflecting its identity as a truly multicultural community. Living together in harmony are six Moro or Muslim tribes, the Tausug, Maguindanaon, Iranun, Kagan, Maranao, and Sama, alongside with the five Lumad groups, the Klata, Ata, Obomanovo, Matigsalug, and Tagabawa. This rich cultural diversity is not only visible in daily life but is also celebrated annually through the Kadayawan Festival, the city's grand Thanksgiving celebration. Rooted in gratitude for nature's blessings, abundant harvests, and peaceful living, Kadayawan highlights these 11 tribes of Davao City, showcasing their unique traditions, dances, crafts, and stories. Through this festival, the city honors the vibrant indigenous culture that continue to shape Davao's identity and communal spirit. The picture on top is the Subang Sinugdanan Panagtagbo that kicks off the start of the Kadayawan. It is a reenactment of the conversion of the 11 tribes, the Kagan, the Maguindanaon, the Maranao, Sama, Tausug, Iranun, Ata, Klatagiangan, Matigsalog, Uvumanovo, and Tagabawa at the banks of Davao River, which is a major trade route even before the Spaniards came. It is a cultural representation of the early trading that flourished in the place. Also, one of the major highlights of the Kadayangan Festival is Indak Indak sa Kadalanan, a street dancing competition that brings to life the diverse indigenous cultures of the region through vibrant choreography, rhythmic music, and symbolic movements. Another key event is Hiyasa Kadayawan, a cultural pageant that honors the young women who represent the values, traditions, and artistry of their respective tribes. The festival also features Pamulak sa Kadayawan, a grand floral parade showcasing Mindanao's natural abundance and creative heritage. Throughout these festivities, various communities across Mindanao perform in colorful, intricately designed traditional attires that celebrate and preserve their indigenous identity. Now, let us take a closer look at each of the 11 tribes of Davao City and appreciate the rich cultures that shape the identity of the region. We'll start with the Ata. The Spaniards called the people living in the upland areas Atas, lumping many tribes together. These were the people they did not reach in their initial reduction efforts. Today, the term Ata applies to the relatively dark skinned tribes found in Pakibato, Panabo, Carmen, Santo Tomas, Kapalong, and neighboring places. Some of them call themselves Atamanubo, particularly those in the Libuganon River Basin, while those in Marilog up to parts of Bukidnon call themselves Matigsalog. Another group in the Kapalong area calls itself Talingod. These Ata groups are one and the same. In the past, they are noted to be highly nomadic and tended to live in single family units, with each house very far from the others. Considered the earliest inhabitants, they were pushed into the interior by new arrivals. Like the other Lumads, the Atas have been marginalized due to settler intrusion into their traditional areas. Most of the Atas abandoned their settlements when the Bisayans settled into their lands and or bartered the lands for several cans of sardines or packets of tobacco. Today, the Ata people can be found in Pakibato district and in Kalyawa, Buhangin district. Next are the Iranun. They are regarded as the first pirates in the Malay world, adopting a typical maritime lifestyle of sea invaders. They attacked merchant shipping and coastal settlements in the Philippines, the Straits of Malacca, and the island beyond Sulawesi. These days, they are known as fishermen and long distance traders. In Davao City, a sizable population of the Iranun can be found in Maa and Sirawan, Turil. The others could be found in Metro Manila and even in other countries around the world. Next are the Kagan people. The tribe's name comes from the word kaog, meaning to whisper, or to warn, or to inform, or to alert. The Kagan people are traditionally agriculturists, cultivating rice, corn, abaca, and coconut as their major crops, while those living along the coast also engage in fishing. They're originally Taga-Kaulo who embraced Islam, either through intermarriage or through close contact with Magindanaoan communities. The Kagan subgroup are the Islamized indigenous peoples in the Davao Gulf area. They are one of the Muslim minority groups in Mindanao and belong to the 13 Muslim Moro tribes of the Bangsamoro family. Although Kagan, some call them Kalagans, are living in different areas in the city, most of them are situated in Sirawan, Turil, the first barangay they resided in the city after their migration from Davao Oriental in search for a safe place to cultivate their tribe. Next are the Bagobo Klata or the Kalata Giangan. Klatas occupy a very small territory stretching from Catalunan to Kalinan within Davao City. Their traditional population centers included Blao, Tagakpan, Dulian, Sirib, Gunalong, and Tamugan. They are also known as Giangan with variants like Guangan, Gulangan, or Jangan that means forest dweller. The boundary between Tagabawa and Klata was fixed at Lipadas River. The Lomo River or Ikawayan Linan serve as the boundary among the Tagabawas, Klatas, and Obos. Davao River became the boundary between Bagobos and Klatas in the northeast part of Davao. Matina was apparently originally Klatas, but they were pushed back by the Bagobos who controlled Turil. Next are the Maguindanaoan. They are known as the people of the flooded plain, for they mainly inhabit the broad Pulangi River valley and delta, which occasionally flood. The Maguindanaoan tribe originally came from the former Cotabato province, now known as the Maguindanao province. Historically, the Maguindanaoans are the descendants of Sharif Kamunsuan and Putri Tunina, who are both half-blooded Arab and Malay, respectively. Then Sultan Kudarat's descendant Dato Bago, who migrated to Davao and fought hand in hand against the Spaniards, was married to a native of Davao, wherein his descendants are now much known as the Kagan tribe. Next are the Matig Salog. The Matig Salogs are found in the eastern section of Marilog, Davao City, and in the towns of Kitaw-Taw, Quezon, and San Fernando in Bukidnon. Matig Salog means river people or people who live along the river, and this river is specifically Davao River, which the Matig Salog simply called Salog. Its source is in San Fernando, Bukidnon. Despite the apparent subordination of the Matigsalugs by their neighbors, they were four feared warriors. In San Fernando Bukidnon, their chief leader was Dato Gapao who fought off Moro invasions. The Matigsalugs allied with the Ovos to effect a peace pact with the Maguindanaoans helped in Capuling, Calagan, and San Fernando. Linguistically, the Matigsalogs are classified under the Manobo, although racially they would be darker than the Manobos. Lumads residing in Marilug districts are of the Matigsalogs tribe. Next are the Maranao people. Maranaos are said to have the best traditional clothes out of all Filipino ethnic groups. Maranao means people of the lake, with Lanao as their homeland referred to as lake. Like other Muslim tribes, they are brave and historically offered sacrifice in defense of their homeland and to their religion, Islam. They take pride in their rich literature called Darangen and are known for sophistication in wood and metal crafts like the Turogan, which is a special house built for a Maranao maiden, and Ukir, an artistic design. If there is one trait noticeable among the Maranao is their large involvement to market trade, which makes a Maranao community widely visible in every city and town in the Philippines. The Maranaos are currently distributed in districts of Poblacion, Talomo, Bunawan, Buhangin, Turil, Tugbok, Kalinan, and Marilog district. Additionally, the Maranao community is also known for their traditional dance called Singkil, which captures the elegance of the Maranao. It is a royal dance of resilience and grace. Rooted in epic tradition, it showcases the rhythmic clashing of bamboo poles and poised movements of dancers, symbolizing harmony amidst adversity. Next are the Obo Manovo. The Obo Manuvo is one of the oldest tribes in Davao City. Uvo means people and Manuvo means dialect. They are known for their fine weaponry and jewelry, and their main livelihoods are cacao and vegetable farming. In Davao, they can be found in all highland areas north of Tamuhan, now the Tamugan River, and west of Davao. As the Obos lived in very remote areas, the Spaniards failed to identify them as a separate tribe and simply lumped them together with the Atas. Next are the Sama people who value togetherness. They are described as cohesive and peace loving people. Their forebears are said to possess special powers, having the supernatural ability to invite spirits called jinn to do things for them. They are also known for their quiet ways that center around the family. They live simply away from trouble. Currently, there is an estimated 12,000 Sama people in Davao City, including the Bajaus or Sama Dilaot who are mostly found in the coastal barangays from Bunawan to Turil. Next are the Tausug people. The Tausug dominate over the island of Sulu. They are known as the people of the current and are known for their courage and bravery. Loyalty is an important trait among the Tausug. They practice the ritual of blood compact to signify the depth of their loyalty to one another. They are fierce and dangerous, but the moment one befriends one of them, the bond will endure. Also, they possess an unquestionable courage and bravery. Therefore, Tausug are Tao Maisog or brave people. The Tausugs are in the districts of Poblacion, Talomo, Agdao, Buhangin, Bunawan, Turil, Tugbok, Kalinan, and Baguio. Outside the province, they are scattered around the three districts of Davao City and other nearby provinces. Living mostly along the mouths of rivers, they impeded the Spanish colonizers' efforts at bringing the other tribes of Davao within the Christian fold. Also, the Tausug people are known as the people of the current. Next are the Bagobo Tagabawa. Tagabawa means people from the south. They inhabit the areas from Turil in Davao City, Santa Cruz, Digos, and Bansalan in Davao del Sur to parts of Makilala and Kidapawan in Cotabato. The Spaniards identified Sibulan in Santa Cruz, Davao del Sur as the more important capital of the Bagobos. This tribe is said to be the most intelligent of all natives in the Philippines. The Tagabawas occupied the districts of Marilog, Baguio, Kalinan, Tugbok, and Turin. Regardless of ethnicity, we refer to the people of Davao as Davaoenos. The same term is used by the local residents of the city who are mostly Visayans. The rest of the population are Lumans or indigenous peoples belonging to different ethno-linguistic groups. Davao City boasts of unity in diversity among the city's population, including the 11 groups with respect for one's culture and traditions. Davaoenos, migrants, Lumads, not to mention ethnic Americans, Chinese, Koreans, Indians, Japanese, Indonesians, and Malaysians coexist in this city. To recap, there are 11 ethno-linguistic groups in Davao City. Davao is a multicultural town consisting of six Moro tribes and five Lumad tribes, all living in harmony. We have the Tausug, the Maguindanaon, the Iranon, Kagan, Maranao, and Sama, and the five Lumad tribes, the Klata, the Ata, the Obomanovo, the Matigsalog, and the Taga Bawa. And that's all for Module 1, Lesson 3. And these are some of the references I used in this discussion. Madakil salamat from Maranao, Sapulua salamat from the Maguindanaon, and Madita salamat kaniyo from the Bagobo. Thank you for listening. And don't forget to take the quiz.